one more run for me to just kind of finish that last thought I was going on, and then probably start a new one that will also be incomplete by the end of the run. So I was talking about... God, I forget. Oh yeah, sort of how after, ironically enough, after I decide one more run that probably won't even be a personal best or anything, or I'll make no new progress, I was talking about how I sort of do better after taking like big long breaks for things, and I was talking about, yeah, I took a break off of Tetris Attack after score attacking it for like a good long time and failing to make any progress for like a week or so. I think I took a break from the game to play like FF6 or something I had just been introduced to. So I did that, and then I came back to the game after, I think, yeah, it was at least a month, probably even, oh yeah, actually it was well over a month that I spent on FF6. I was super deep into that game back when I first played it. And then, yeah, like a month off, and then it's like, I finished that, and then it's like, okay, what now? And then sort of Tetris Attack was sort of my what do I play now, like my go-to what do I play now game at that time. So it's like, okay, back to Tetris Attack, I guess. And it's like, I kind of don't want to because I was getting so frustrated with the stupid score attack, but whatever. Let's do a warm-up run and see how I do. And then instantly, after a month of not playing, not even looking, not touching the game whatsoever, after more than a month of like no Tetris Attack whatsoever, I get a new personal best. Like right away. And then I do like 2 more runs after that, and I'm just like increasing my score every run for like the next like 3 or 4 runs. Not by tons, mind you, but like eventually I managed to make like a, oh god, that hit there like really flustered me. I almost did something stupid. And then yeah, it's like I think what's really happening here with this string of failures is I'm getting complacent and starting to sort of speed through the game faster than I should. Because like I said, and yeah, I think I was kind of done that point about how, yeah, it happened again. It was, I was going for the 1cc on Contra Hardcore, or not Contra Hardcore, Hardcore Uprising. And then it's like, I was kind of getting frustrated with, I think it was like level 7 or something. I think it was the next to last level I was having a lot of difficulty with, especially the boss, not the final, like the boss of that level, but like the pre-boss of that level. The stupid triangle head thing with the giant sword was so goddamn frustrating. I still think that's the worst boss in the game. It's just a stupid memorization fest. But anyways, although with that said, so I was stuck on that for a while, and it's like, okay, I guess we're done with this for a little while at least, take a break. And then I just, I took like a couple weeks off and just didn't touch the game at all. And then I came back to it, and it's like, okay, guess I'm going to be rusty after having not played this for a while, but we'll see if I can at least make it to level 4. And like literally, like first attempt, I beat level 7, I think it was level 7 anyways, and I made it to the final stage. And I didn't get too far in the final stage, but I made like decent progress. Like I made a new personal best after like a week of not even playing the game. And it's just, I don't even know how that happens. Like, is that normal for other people? Like, surely, like, the colloquial wisdom is that, like, you're rusty and, like, you need to, like, do warm-up runs to sort of get back into the swing of things. And it was the same when I was playing, or it wasn't the same too often. Like, when I was playing Dance Dance Revolution, I wouldn't ever really take a break from that back when I was playing that. Or I say Dance Dance Revolution. To get technical, we had an In the Groove machine at my university, or in the arcade there, which was kind of the game, a DDR knockoff, to be technical, to get you guys who know the difference out there an exact idea of what I was playing. So I was big into In the Groove / DDR back in college, and oh, my voice is starting to waver. I really need to stop this after this. This is the last run. But I was really starting to I was really getting into that, and it's like, it wasn't for like the game as a whole. Like I never stopped playing that game until like the arcade shut down, was basically when I stopped playing In the Groove. But like I'd be going for like personal bests on individual songs. Because yeah, and on the rare occasion where I would have to like take a break from the arcade and In the Groove and all that, then I really would be rusty, because I'd be like super out of shape from like, or it was after the arcade shut down and I started playing on my own home sort of setup, where I've got Stepmania set up on my home metal pad and all that, and it was like, I'd do that, but it was such a pain to drag everything out, and I didn't do it as often as I did the university thing. And there, I'd like take like months off at a time, and like that kind of like physical stuff. I guess it makes more sense where it's like, yeah, I'm not going to be able to, like, you're just out of shape after like a month or two of like not getting any exercise. I'm way off on something super unrelated, but. And yeah, it was basically just amounted to a different example of the same concept I'm sort of belaboring anyways, where it's I'd like go for personal bests on specific songs, play them a bunch of times throughout a couple days, not make any progress, the same cycle, and then come back to it like a week or two later, and suddenly personal best. And it's just, I don't know, is that usual for people? Do other people out there have the same experience? One like trying really hard to like do like a personal best at like anything, really, like just like ramming your head up against that brick wall, taking a break, and then suddenly coming back after a long time and just beating it cold. Like that just seems really weird to me. And anyways, I guess that's the last of that. I guess what I'm saying is really instead of picking this up again tomorrow, what I should do is just quit for like a month, and then I'll just like beat the game straight up that way, just by I don't know, just racking up so much talent, I guess. And now I'm pause the commentary equals shitty gameplay. So yeah. Oh god, so I'm all over the place on topics. Was I done comparing this game to Sonic the Hedgehog? I really wasn't. What have we got? We got the clunkier, objectively, I will go so far, I will be so bold as to say objectively clunkier controls in this game than Sonic the Hedgehog. For all the reasons I mentioned way back in the video, go back, I pointed out specifically, that happened again, or that was the thing I was talking about earlier, where I was like worried about, it doesn't quite do the thing I expect when I get out of the, like I expected it to kind of maintain my momentum, and there, hop a little bit back on the block there, like he did there. Only that time he didn't, and he was like right on the edge, and I like walked forward and died. Okay. Anyways, yeah, Sonic the Hedgehog was a done. Objectively clunkier controls in this game, no level variety. Pretty sure I was done with that. Cheap hits is actually one thing that I will give in Mario's favor. Mario doesn't really have cheap hits the way Sonic does. That is a point I will actually concede to the Sonic haters. To a limited extent. It's not as bad as they say, it's just like maybe like a couple times, and again, it's definitely hugely mitigated by the ring system. It's like, oh no, I took a hit. A cheap hit. Whatever will I do? I'll just grab some more rings that just popped out of me and nothing is lost unless I was going for like a special stage or something. And really, I don't think the cheap hits come that often, at least outside of Sonic 2, it's a bit more frequent, but even then, only really once you start getting into the later shitty levels. And again, going into super detail on Sonic when I already talked at length about the specifics of Sonic 2 in my LP of that game. So yeah, cheap hits, and yeah, especially on this playthrough, I'm not really feeling at any point that, like, that the game was throwing something at me that I couldn't reasonably be expected to react to. It's just like the game doesn't really move quickly enough, or maybe I'm just not moving quickly enough for that to be the case. So that is a point in Mario's favor, I will say. Oh yeah, there was a point I made like way back on like the first attempt, where it's like the game kind of encourages, rewards, I'd say, kind of a slower, more methodical playstyle, where you're like taking your time to get all the coins, milk out as many 1-ups as you can, because on account of how difficult the game is, and how unforgiving, how punishing it is, since there's like no continues outside of the weird code that I don't know how many, I have no idea how many people knew that code, or how, like the title screen input to get a continue, and it's just, I have no idea how widespread that was, whether it was like a Nintendo Power cheat thing, or whether it was just a standard feature in the menu. Why the fuck would they put it as like a hidden code in the menu, if they're just gonna put it in the manual anyways though? Like, why not just like, continue, yes, no? I'm positive that was like not like a new innovation or something. Like, there must have been, surely there were games that had continue, yes, no, on the Nintendo, or even in the arcades. They were certainly in the arcades at that point. you had to like put in a coin to continue, but like whatever. So yeah, that's just like, yeah, super unforgiving. You really want to gather the coins, get the extra lives, and the way you gather the coins is you like slow things down, make sure like these coins, like you wouldn't get these coins if you're just running through the level, top speed or anything like that. And it's like, yeah, the coins and the blocks, and it kind of rewards a sort of slower, methodical play style, which is not really the way that, at least from when I see people talk about Mario, they talk about, like, yeah, you're running through super fast, and it's a dream to control. It flows so well once you get into it. You never have to slow down. It's like, yeah, I was talking about how, like, yeah, you're on, like, the steps at the last part of a level, and it's like you can like jump up those steps without even losing momentum. Don't even clip onto a corner and stop dead like I do all the time. It's just that you can move right past that because you got such precise control in Mario, and it's like me saying with like the Sonic games. It's like, well, it's like the opposite of like what I was saying with the Sonic games. It's like, well, when I play it, he doesn't. And again, that's just down to me not being experienced with the game, but I don't feel the need to blame that on the game. And anyways, although it was kind of what I feel is kind of a black mark against the game, nevertheless, where it's like kind of that slower, less fun method of play is the one that the game encourages, the one that it rewards, that it incentivizes. I don't know why I felt the need to use 3 synonyms there, but yeah, and it's just, I don't know why. It just seems, I kind of lost the plot here. It's not a super bad thing, but it's just like, yeah, it's like you've got kind of 2 very distinct play styles. Yeah, you like run through top speed without breaking a sweat, and you've got the other where you do the opposite of that. And it's like one is more fun, but is not really rewarded by the game. In fact, it's really difficult. Like if anything, the game kind of like you miss out on a lot by playing the game that way. Like it's, like I said, like the game is super difficult. It's even more super difficult if you try to run through, like missing all your coins and 1-ups, if they even exist apart from the coins. Oh, that's driving me crazy. Oh my god, do 1-up mushrooms exist in the original Mario Brothers? Like, I feel like I'm positive that I've seen them before, but I have no idea where they are. Anyways, and I suppose what this playthrough kind of proves is that even a methodical player, like even no reasonable player, even a methodical one, will find the 1-ups, which just goes to prove my point that, yeah, 1-ups are super uncommon and difficult to come by, and the game is really punishing, really punishes failure really harshly in a way that the Sonic the Hedgehog games like really don't. And actually, that's actually something I don't mind anymore in games. When I was a kid, like when I was super bad at games and I used to get like frustrated, and yeah, I would cry because I couldn't get past World 6 in Mario Brothers 3, and it was like super upsetting to me. And it was like, yeah, I sucked. I was really, really bad at video games as a kid, and I'd get like super frustrated. And it's like, yeah, back in that, and yeah, approaching it from like that kind of mindset as a little kid who got like really easily frustrated and wasn't so good at video games, Sonic was like perfect for me. It was like yeah, didn't really punish failure that hard. It's like, oh, I got hit, I lost all my rings, I'll just get those back. And it's like, I did eventually get stuck on the levels where it's like, basically where it's not the hits that are killing you, but the bottomless pits. Like, I hit a block on like Wing Fortress and on Labyrinth Zone, like I said, but other than that, it's like I didn't feel like I was like stopped cold by like anything at any point. Or it didn't happen that frequently. I'd be like stopped cold by like one thing, but there'd still be like a bunch of game for me to experience up to that point. And it's like I felt like I was kept on making progress, and it wasn't like every little thing was like out to get me. It didn't feel oppressive to me. It just felt like up to the point where it started to get like kind of oppressive. It was like just kind of breezy, kind of like the way the whole game is for me. The whole, like all of the Sonic games are for me now that I'm kind of good at them. So it's like, whereas with the Mario games, it's like I go through them and I get through like maybe the first 2 worlds if I'm lucky, and then I'm like stopped dead, and it's always like some other different stupid thing, and it's like, oh, so punishing. I don't know. To me, at least, to my taste, my experience, Sonic felt like a good difficulty for me. Like, it was so forgiving, the ring system. That was like, I feel like, oh, it's so brilliant. So many, I'm gonna have to save the discussion for all the brilliant things. I think that almost felt unfair. I could not possibly have reacted to that in time. I don't think. Maybe I wasn't paying attention. Maybe that was it, and my reaction time was slow from me just not paying attention, but I don't know. It felt like, it's like, oh, fireball, but I'm dead already because I'm in the air. That felt kind of unfair to me. I don't know. That's almost kind of the first time that's happened on these this whole kind of series. So where it's like, yeah, what was I supposed to do there? I guess just take it slow. Although I feel like I want a good running start for Bowser. Nice. Okay. And so that was another comparison with Sonic, where it's just like the ring system was. And again, I was about to rattle off all the things that I think are brilliant about the Sonic games, but I suppose that's another point of comparison. And again, I'm gonna get a bit controversial here. It's like I love the Mario games. Mario 3, brilliant. One of my favorite games of all time, or my favorite 2D platformers of all time. Which is kind of my favorite genre. One of my favorite genres. Anyways, I'm rambling at this point. Getting bogged down and being too precise. You get the general idea. I feel I get bogged down in trying to be too precise with my language sometimes. And, with that little digression about how I get sidetracked with trying to be precise with my language, I completely forget the point I was trying to make. Oh yeah, basically just an overall Sonic versus Mario overall quality comparison I was getting at, where it's like, it's really close for me. I honestly kind of prefer the Sonic games. Like, it's not like even a matter of like I grew up with Sonic or anything, like I did, but I grew up with Mario too. Like I said, how did I get past this before? I think I must have just had a fire flower or something. How the shit do you do there? I need a mushroom or something. Yeah, there's no way I'm getting past that as small Mario. And I would bet dollars to donuts. What does that even mean? I want to turn all my dollars into donuts? No, I would rather have dollars than donuts. Okay, there we go. So that's how you get through it. Oh, nice. Very nice. That's the way you get through it, is you don't even stop. So, anyways, yeah, I'm just not really anything to discuss. I'll just throw it out there. I love the Mario games. Like I said, Mario Brothers 3, grew up with it. One of my favorite games of that genre. And again, feel the need to really clarify that. Same thing with Sonic. I kind of was introduced to it a bit later than I was the Mario games. But yeah, I love Sonic 2. That is Sonic as well. I mean, the Sonic games also. Again, with the backtrack for extra precision. Mario World, I was less crazy about. Like, it's a really, really good game. I like it a lot. I don't quite like it as much as Mario 3, for reasons I can't quite pinpoint. I'd really have to play both games again side by side. It's been a long time, but it's just like, at the time and in subsequent playthroughs since, I've really... And don't get me wrong, I love the game. It's like really, really good. I just like Mario 3 better. And yeah, I like all these games. I like Mario's, I like the Sonics. I like the Sonics a little better. And I just feel, I don't know, for the record, I just want to throw that out there. Just let people know where I stand. And it's not that I grew up with one and not the other, or that I experienced one first. It's like I played these games back in the day, I revisit them regularly, and oh my god, that was close. Really don't have room to get, like, or I guess it's my fault, the platforms are moving, I should just waited for them to come back. Ooh! That was like Matrix! I like Matrix dodged that bullet. It was like, it's like coming at me and I like whoosh, ducked right under that bullet. It's like the opposite of a Matrix duck, really. Mario does kind of a forward duck, Matrix duck is kind of backwards, Matrix duck is slow motion, whereas that was like probably like literally like one frame. Like super, super fast. Oh, god damn it. Okay. Really don't want to fuck things up here. World 6 would be a good finish. I would be really, really happy if I can get to World 6 on this attempt. And so now I'm so focused on the attempt that I'm like losing track of my commentary, and I'm like, okay, what's our... Okay, don't even think about a strategy for Bowser. Just like run through it. Oh god, the stupid platform's in the wrong position. Fuck me. This is intense. Oh god, no! Shit. Oh well, 5-4 is not... Oh, we got one more. Okay. I bet they're... Oh, we start way back at the start. Oh, we got the stupid fire bar. I'd really love to beat this world, at least. Am I good here? Nope. Oh well. Learned something for the next play session there. Wow, that is a crazy fire bar. And, there wasn't really anything else to discuss with that last point, so that's a good stopping point, really. It's just like, yeah, grew up with Mario, grew up with Sonic, not a little bit later, grew up with both, love both series. Other than this game, I don't really love this game. I respect it. Don't really love it. But just like Sonic a little more. I don't know what to say, and I can list off all the reasons. I'll probably do that when I let's play. We'll go into it. We'll go into the big... We'll go like into the point-by-point list. And I've kind of done that already with like the way I prefer the controls and stuff. Although those don't really apply to the later Mario games as much. But yeah, when I do my Let's Play of Sonic and Knuckles, which I'm sure will happen eventually, I'll go through the list point by point, everything I like better about one series versus the other, and all the reasons I have for preferring Sonic. And yeah, I just felt that, again, back to that stupid talking time thread, line in the sand. Sonic the Hedgehog, greater than sign. Super Mario Brothers, even the good ones. Now I'm just being needlessly antagonistic. Anyways, I'm going to call it here for the day. I'm starting to lose my voice, starting to suck it more at the game. So, yeah, thanks for watching. Let me know what you think of the project. By all means, feel free to contribute in the comments your own 2 cents. Sonic versus Mario, or just Mario in general, Mario Brothers. Do any of you guys not like... Or, like, I'm sure everybody likes, at least likes Super Mario Brothers. Is there anyone out there who isn't as crazy about it as me and honestly feels that it's kind of overrated? Would I go that as far as to say that? I'll think about that and discuss it in the next play session. Is the original Super Mario Brothers overrated? And I'll leave you with that thought. Think about it, and I'll see you next time.